Alright, yo, what up? This is your all shook up. Just gonna show a weekly vendor review or whatever you want to call it. I'm not like the greatest knowledgeable person when it comes to stuff like this, but I always just like to give my opinion. Also, kind of gives me an idea. I can go back to my own videos and see what they had over the weeks. If there's absolutely nothing, sometimes I'm like, that's not even worth even sharing. Like last week, I don't even think there was anything. And then sometimes I'm a little busy, but I try to stay on it. So for Imperial City, at least, um, I had a chance to look at some of these before I left, so I decided to do it. I would say like this is not really anything worth 100K. This is that one set that's the if you type in on your Google Roken Steam Guard, it's the hands. I don't really necessarily think this is worth 25K. You're not going to really use it. I mean, if you're going for a sticker book and you got the 25K Televar, maybe that's worth it. Uh, Funds, I I don't really use some of these mythics. If you're going for, let's just say, like a complete, you're like one of those people that like to complete everything. This one, I try to get everything in the game too, so I kind of get like sometimes it's kind of nice, but it's a chess piece. I can tell you what it does. If you continuously sprint for 1 second, you gain an ability to pass through enemies. Enemies you pass through become charmed for 4 seconds, removing the ability, attacks, or cast ability they move toward you. Charming an enemy in this way restores 678 stamina and magicka to you and heals you for. So, you know, it's kind of like one of those things. I mean, it's not bad. I've never used it, but maybe you would want to add this to your sticker book collection and give it a try. This piece in general, I heard might be a little difficult, but I've never tried it, so I take it with a grain of salt. Um, there is one item that I highly recommend. That is, it's not here. It's an apocrypha, so we're gonna go over there next. This ring, like I said, this is not really that. I mean, for a tank, you know, maybe, but this isn't really the thing. I already know these scripts. It's pretty easy to get these, to be honest, just playing the game. So I wouldn't necessarily think you have to use these or buy any of these. These frost damage, signature copy. You can pretty much get these just playing the game. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend that. That's like, oh, you absolutely need that script or you absolutely need that. Um, in my opinion, I just don't see any real benefit. But let's go to Apocrypha. Let's see what they got out there. This is actually I know what they have out there. It's pretty good, but we'll go over it. I kind of had the day off today. I had to do a bunch of stuff, so I figured, make a little, give me time to make a vendor video. I do stream on Tuesdays. I will be streaming just a little bit later after this video goes live. Um, but with that said, let's see what we got in Apocrypha. Infinite Archive, however you want to say it. There is a must script that you have to get. I mean, it's probably one of the best mythics in the game, if you ask me. I love this mythic. I don't use it all the time, you know what I mean? But there are situations where I do use it, and I do find very good use for it, especially on all classes. And that would be good old Saints Seducer. It's only 5,000. I would highly recommend getting it. It's a really good mythic. And Thracian Stranglers, that's not bad either. That's something. I mean, you got 5,000. If you got 10,000 and you do a lot of, I'd pick up these two if you ask me. This, I mean, it's what the hell? I'm trying to preview it. End preview. Oh, there it is. Oops. It's the shoulder piece. That little piece right there on the left side. I mean, 15. You could probably eventually get this. I wouldn't necessarily say that's something you got to pick up. And then You can get any of these, but I wouldn't really waste it. You could probably earn those. This is not too bad because it's a random companion thing. So if you have 5,000, you could always get that. For me, signature leeching script, I believe, if you don't have the signature scripts, you have to get that little script scrap before you could really even utilize this. But something like this isn't really too bad to get. You could always pick it up. So that's in Apocrypha. And then we're going to go to Scholarium. Since I have time. Wow. This game, I don't understand why that keeps popping up. Like, it makes absolutely no sense. Like, it literally does. Like, there it goes again. Like, I can't do anything with the thing in the middle of a video, too. So, A, ZeniMax, you're doing all this extra, right? But you're not, like, you're not capable of fixing that. So I don't understand. You got to get it together. And it sucks because I get stuck out here, which makes absolutely no sense. You can't even get out of here. Let me see. Where's the little way shine at? Oh, here it is. Is this the way shine? No. What the? I've been stuck in Apocrypha before, which is absolutely insane. And that thing just keeps popping up even though I dismissed it. So you guys seen it here during a video that, this game has quite a few, issues when it comes to performance. That's why I always stress on that, but this ain't a performance video, so we'll save that for another time. But with Scholarium, it has pretty good stuff. I actually haven't checked this out yet, but I hear that, you always want to check this vendor, and it does the same time. OG Glock, nice. Let's see what they have in here. Now, this one I didn't actually go over yet. I believe these ones always stay the same. I could be wrong. I think these scripts are the ones that change. It looks like I know all of them already. This one, it's a signature. So if you don't ever have the signature class mastery, I would recommend getting them. But it requires the mass, so I have to literally level it up. So realistically, out of this weekly vendor, I would recommend getting Saint Seducer. It's definitely the best one out of all of them. If you don't got Saint Seducer and you don't want to get farm, you can save some time on farming one of the scripts. Definitely get that. Like I said, I do live stream. I can't thank you guys enough for all the support. I do live stream today. It's Tuesday, but like I said, I can't thank you guys enough. I really appreciate all your support. I know I kind of make these videos kind of off the cuff, very little editing. I just want to kind of feel like we're naturally, together, like we're, kind of having a conversation like buddies. So I definitely appreciate it. Once again, definitely I would pick up Saint Seducer's lead. And alrighty, guys, take it easy. Out.